This is Watcher 2. I'm receiving your signal. Transmission secure. Nice to have you on a world with modern HoloNet transceivers. You're coming in loud and clear, Cypher 9.
What's the situation?
I'll sum up what we know and let you judge for yourself. Nar Shaddaa is one of the most densely populated city worlds in the galaxy. It's also a major trade hub for criminals and corporations. That's why the terrorists are here. The local cell procures weapons and technology for the Eagle's entire network.
What kind of technology?
Everything from state-of-the-art computer equipment and starship parts to adrenals and combat armor. These terrorists aren't thugs. They're intelligent, coordinated, and well hidden. I've contacted an asset who claims he can help locate them. He's a former operative of ours, effective in his day. When he had to be retired, he was redesignated Watcher X.
What do you mean by had to be retired?
Watcher X was one of our most capable analysts, but he became paranoid, prone to seeing connections and conspiracies where none existed. He was judged unstable and confined to Shadow Town, a Nar Shaddaa slum rebuilt as an open prison. It's where the Empire holds people who know too much. People we might need later. That's all I'm authorized to say.
I don't like any part of this.
If there were any other way, we'd take it. But he's our best resource. Shadowtown residents are fitted with motion tracking implants set to explode if they escape. This should keep Watcher X under control. Nonetheless, don't underestimate him. Watcher 2 out.
Step inside. Scan the apartment for important things. Overt threats, escape routes, access terminals. Take your time. Now, look again. Scan for concealed weapons, hiding places. Anything innocent is probably a bug. Anything you don't recognize should be analyzed later. Play the game. I can wait.
Are you Watcher X?
Yes. Formerly Watcher 5, formerly Minder 8. Not that you're authorized to know it.
Got a lot of brass for someone living in filth.
You're a cipher agent. Specializations in disguise, seduction, infiltration, assassination. You're brave to come to Shadowtown. This could be your future. A bomb in your head, trapped here like a criminal.
I'm still not completely clear what this place is.
The people in the slum are spies, assassins, scientists, experiments. Most of us have done unpleasant things. All of us know too much. The Empire keeps us because we're too valuable to kill, but it doesn't want us on its doorstep. Now do you understand?
I understand more than you realize.
Of course. And now we have business to discuss. You know that the Eagle's terrorists are using Nar Shaddaa as a supply hub, but I imagine you don't know their latest scheme. The Terror Cell is on the verge of acquiring mass quantities of a new genetic modification serum, Cyclone. They plan to distribute it across the Eagle's network.
What's this serum do?
Cyclone increases a user's speed and focus, transforming an average human into a natural assassin. It's also lethal. A minor defect. We need to learn who created the serum and find their link to the terrorists. You must obtain a sample. A Cyclone dose or a user's blood specimen.
Where would I get a dose of Cyclone?
Distribution is done anonymously, but Cyclone is available to the underworld. Gangsters are excellent test subjects. There's an augmentation shop in the Corellian sector, a place people go for fast, dangerous modifications. Purchase the Cyclone there. I can give you an injection to mimic the effects of long-term genetic damage. You'll be slower and weaker, but you'd make a convincing Cyclone buyer.
I assume the effects are temporary?
It should only last a short time, long enough for you to get to the shop. I suggest you avoid excessive violence while affected, however. Now, do you want the injection or not?
All right. But this better not be a trick.
You're brave, Agent. Brave and trusting.
One moment, and I'll be done. There. Now you should be on your way. Get to the shop, get me my Cyclone or my blood, then we find the link to your terrorist enemies.
Gahal Ravul Azjan Ujuet Untumata.
Musu tueg non bushele sigru, u jure pensu sensta.
Ulmod tuotoe laron sa tangkul hakasal.
Ubude wa aluful kuleg ukunet ugustama akukuzaudu.
I'm hurting, please. I need something that'll let me fight.
Uwata male subuju vuzu jemur dul lunu.
Jonulu hagan daralamutu ondota juestakon.
Told you this was the place. You can trust them. Kuverunu l'horizon gal ruvel azon ujedete utumuta.
Whatever it takes, I'll pay to be faster, stronger.
Luzatu munzu sunjal usublulu.
I've heard Cyclone is strong.
Gahal ravul azjon ujuet untumata. Kumunhaba u kunet mekwasta bahala.
Actually, it's just what I'm looking for.
Boghod, per.
Pruvata galgurs sugaratu taz del sabeg muzu maruf.
I have the money. Don't disappoint me.
E kunet ungamasnetet akuzata.
Ueda karbaru ua sabdar la tantan. Musu tueg non gushele segru u jurepen su sensta.
We have an agreement.
Fulurkal fulkal ble tek trunkupal. Waraboj statur dun un mod tatolle ranza tuega. Jonu luganda la modu odada justakun.
Maybe I'll be in time to save her life.
Kelululu gahal fatu jeum zazemeze.
Falmusje belgu kukulen ke chapel aktar.
Juk sufu u jemez ruhu ludunu.
This is Watcher X. I've been waiting for your call. I assume you have my Cyclone specimen. Was there any trouble at the augmentation shop? Did you admire their work?
I saw what went on in there.
Crude, but inspired. Not as artful as what the Empire did to me. Not as skillful as what they did to Watcher 2. Now, we need to analyze the specimen. Figure out where Cyclone comes from. We'll need equipment I can't buy in Shadowtown. There's an abandoned medical laboratory in the Duros sector. If armed refugees haven't stripped it bare, you can run the analysis of the lab's bioscan.
Will these armed refugees pose a problem?
I don't see why. You're a trained killer. Kill them. Hello again, Cypher. I'm seeing everything the bioscan sees. Blood, genetic codes. Who did this sample come from? I think it was an evokai. I'm going deeper now, Cypher. Looking for a signature to tell us who the artist is. Curious?
I'll play along. What have you found?
I have a corporate match. Cyclone's coding process is registered to Sinchet Industries. Sinchet used to manufacture droids, food supplements, medical supplies. But Sinchet declared bankruptcy 5 years ago. The company is gone.
Someone else must be using their technology.
Sinchet, a dead company, is connected to Cyclone. Cyclone is connected to the Terror Cell. We need more. I'm finding one former Sinchet executive currently on Nar Shaddaa. He left the company just before it dissolved. Question him about Sinchet. We need to know what happened to their resources, whether they had terrorist connections.
Shouldn't be hard to interrogate a rich businessman.
Your executive is named Jordal Tlan. Rich, eccentric, reclusive. Stays in his private casino lounge. Only associates with droids. No visitors allowed, no weapons allowed. He'll need a reason to talk to you, to be desperate to talk to you.
I assume you have something in mind?
Use the resources you have. See those medical crates? Combine their chemicals correctly and you'll have an undetectable poison. Tlan's serving droids won't notice if you poison his drink. When he sweats and chokes, offer the antidote in return for cooperation.
You know, you're really twisted.
Think you can talk your way into a meeting? Good luck persuading his droids. I'm sending the formulas for poison and antidote. The important thing is to get to Tlan. Get him talking about the terrorists, Cyclone, and the dissolution of Sinchet.
Master Tlan requested my repairs be completed in time for tomorrow's swoop race broadcast. You are supposed to comply.
I'm not a mechanic. I can't keep repairing you things when you malfunction.
Then I shall inform Master Tlan of your inability to perform your duties.
That's not necessary. Why don't you clear your memory of the last 5 minutes? Hey, you! This is Master Tlan's lounge. Is there something I can help you with?
I hope I'm not intruding. What's your name?
I'm Natula Pan. I assist Master Jordal Tlan, tend his lounge and the droids. It's a pretty nice gig. When Tlan left the business world, he picked me up, bailed me out of debt. Now I work for one of the richest men on Nar Shaddaa.
Can you arrange a meeting for me?
You don't know who you're dealing with. Tlan doesn't take visitors. I'm the only person he's seen in a year. Even if I wanted to set you up with a meeting, and I don't, sorry, what would I tell him? Some stranger wants to chat?
Tell him an old friend wants to talk about Cyclone.
If you say so. I'll give him the message and see what he wants to do. Well, says I'll talk to you. Wouldn't plan on an extended visit, though. Go through that door, keep your distance from Tlan and the droids, and don't take too long. Got it?
I really appreciate your help.
Just be careful in there.
Alert! Scanning for weapons. Warning. Visitor is armed.
Ignore the droids. Nutella says you're persistent, but I don't know what you think you'll find here. Sinjit's gone. Bankrupted by the war and sold off piece by piece for a tidy sum. Made me rich, but that life is over.
I've been wanting to meet you. Your old company has been linked to terrorists.
I'd be more worried if I knew what you were talking about. Besides, you're nobody to me. Why would I reveal confidential information to you?
I thought you might help a potential investor. It pays to know what you're dealing with.
That's all this is? You saw a business opportunity. Here's a story you might be interested in. A story about VerveGen, one of Sinchit's subsidiaries.
I'm listening. What did VerveGen do?
VerveGen developed medical technology, mainly genetic modification serums. Not one of Sinchit's more profitable branches. When we put VerveGen on the market, we got some strange buyers. Paid cash and kept their names secret, took the company and all its technology.
What happened then?
Beats me. After the business sold, it wasn't my concern. VerveGen's offices were on the upper levels of the city. So far as I'm aware, the old buyers are still in charge. That's all I have, and I think I've been more than cooperative. Everything clear enough?
I appreciate all your help, Master Tlan.
You can see yourself out. Don't bother the droids when you go, and leave Natula alone.
Hello, Cypher. Always pleasant to speak. You know, I managed to slice into the Star Cluster's holocams. I got to see how you handle field work. I didn't think it possible to talk through a meeting with Jordal Tlan. You handled yourself adeptly.
See? And you thought I needed to poison him.
It seems I was mistaken. So, now we know about VerveGen, a Sinchet Industries medical subsidiary purchased by a shadowy group of buyers. Those buyers were presumably members of the Terror Cell. The company was acquired to produce Cyclone and other technologies.
I reached the same conclusion.
I've located the VerveGen offices, but I'm unable to obtain personnel records. Their data is very well secured. I need you to set up surveillance. Slice into public terminals around the building perimeter, and I can use HoloNet resources to see and hear inside.
Say we're successful. Then what?
We analyze the situation, determine our best approach. VerveGen is located in the upper-level industrial sites. The sector is overrun by corporate security. Some may carry Cyclone as a last resort. When you're done, come to Shadowtown. We'll meet in person. Watch your X out. Welcome back, Cypher. Glad you could visit. Most people in Shadowtown seek escape. Spies, assassins. Freedom is the only reason they'd help the Empire. But Imperial intelligence isn't offering me freedom. You know why?
I was wondering about that.
Imperial intelligence is scared to let me free. But the Watchers know that if I refuse to help, my mental conditioning reacts. If I disobey a superior, I get headaches. They last for days. So I may as well help you. The alternative is less pleasant.
For what it's worth, you have my sympathy.
I wasn't looking for pity. I thought you might be interested. Now that we have surveillance, I've been able to monitor VervGen's activities. The results are enlightening. As we suspected, they're manufacturing Cyclone. In fact, VervGen is preparing a large quantity of serum for transport and distribution.
They're transferring the Cyclone to other cells in the network.
That's exactly right. VervGen's day-to-day management is expecting a visit from the owners. That's when the Cyclone will be turned over. Security will increase. Employees sent home, holocams activated, internal defenses powered on. But get into the meeting unnoticed, and you'll find the Terra Cell leaders.
Going unnoticed is my specialty.
I'm aware of that. But even ciphers have their limits. With effort, we can create a cybernetic disguise combining armor, implants, and holographic technology. You would appear to be a Class 5 droid. Most security devices don't screen mindless droid workers. Fitted with such a camouflage system, you could walk into VervGen unmolested.
How do we get this working?
I've already assembled the system's components. All that remains is to implant the cybernetics necessary to hide your life readings. I can put you to sleep with an anesthetic before making the incisions. Otherwise, we can begin. The procedure should be swift.
Is all that really necessary?
The implants are smaller than blaster cartridges. The disguise is needed. Really, there's no need to be squeamish. Now, awake or asleep?
If we're going to do this, I want to see what's happening.
As you like. I'll go as fast as possible. There. I've inserted 3 implants along your spinal column. The pain should fade quickly. Congratulations. From now on, you'll be able to pass as a machine.
A droid disguise. Just what I've always wanted.
It won't be long before the cell leaders arrive at VervGen. I suggest you get to the meeting. Eliminate everyone. Afterward, I'll contact you for confirmation. Good luck, Cypher.
After the test results came in, we made some modifications. The serum lasts longer. The side effects kick in later. But it's still lethal. No matter what we do, Cyclone will burn up its users from the inside out.
I'm not concerned about fatalities. The men and women taking the serum understand the necessity of sacrifice. This is an important day for us. You've created a new weapon in our fight for freedom. One that we'll use to great advantage.
We're all honored to hear that from the Eagle, sir. VervGen is your partner in the cause.
How do you want to proceed?
You and your men will distribute Cyclone to the cells and continue overseeing Nar Shaddaa. VervGen will remain under your watch. Wraith and Pradot will continue managing the business.
I appreciate your faith in me, sir.
Smugglers are ready and waiting. As soon as we're done here, I'll get the serum to them.
Excellent. If we need VervGen again, I'll contact you. Otherwise, use your initiative. End transmission.
You heard him. Grab the serum and go. Wraith and...
I'm sorry, sir. I was doing a full sensor scan, and that droid over there is showing unusual readings.
I don't recognize it. Certainly shouldn't be in the conference room.
I'm merely going about my assigned task, Master.
That's no droid. I can disrupt the hologram.
Looks like we've got a visitor. Let's handle this.
Chortle, we can't start shooting up VerveGen. What do I tell the employees?
Anyone from VerveGen can leave. The Eagle's people stay.
I thank you. None of this was our idea anyway.
Pathetic. Now that they're out of the way, we'll deal with this.
Something's wrong with the internal defenses. I can't get a response.
Secure the building, and don't let anyone escape. Anyone who needs a boost from Cyclone, take it.
Recording function activated. Self-diagnosis? Critical. I'm going to die. I'm looking at the man who's going to kill me.
A cyborg. How convenient. You eliminated the cell leaders. Now we must remove every trace of their operation and prevent their followers from regrouping. The terrorist communications hub, the system they use to arrange meetings, store secrets, broadcast propaganda, must be destroyed. The man at your feet is our opportunity.
He's a person, not an opportunity.
You don't believe that any more than I do. We can use his computer-enhanced brain to locate the hub. You'll need to route me to his cortical implant.
What? You can't do that!
There should be a standard interface somewhere on his skull. Connect your holocommunicator, and I can slice the data inside his mind.
Please, I'll tell you what you need to know. Just don't slice my brain.
I don't want to hurt you. Cooperate, and it'll be okay.
The hub. It's in network access. The droids protect it.
We can't be sure he's telling the truth.
Grid 7 Alpha, Module 5. Please don't let him into my head.
I'll fix up your wounds. Then you need to leave.
I don't understand. Thank you. Recording function terminated. I won't be a problem again.
Let's hope you haven't made a mistake trusting the word of a terrorist. Network access is a maze of computers and holonet transceivers. Assuming the hub is there, you should be able to destroy it. You'll have to pass the cell's security droids to reach it. Certainly within your capabilities. Once you're there, disable the terminal. Then the Nar Shaddaa terror cell will cease to exist. Congratulations, Cypher. You've struck the final blow to the terror cell. Survivors will be unable to regroup. Ties to the Eagle's network have been severed. There's only one catch. Destroying the network hub sent a ripple through the holonet. Shadowtown security momentarily failed. I took the opportunity to escape.
Escaping was your real goal all along.
I knew working with intelligence would expand my options. It wasn't until we met that I formulated a plan.
Damn son of a sow.
Soon one of your watchers will notice the glitch. You'll be asked to find me, hunt me. But I don't want you as an enemy. Tell your watcher that I remain imprisoned. Once I'm safe, I'll share my secrets. You'll know everything intelligence keeps from its ciphers.
What kind of information are we talking about?
Do you want the details of the eugenics program that bred myself and Watcher 2? The aliases of your friend, Kaleo Janis?
You sleazy freak. Think you can play? You're dead. You're so dead.
It's yours. All the secrets. You only have to help me escape Nar Shaddaa.
You know how to make a tempting offer.
I can guarantee this chance won't come again.
You're kidding, right? You're going to sit back and let him use you?
Whether he escapes shouldn't matter to you. Why do you care?
This guy thinks he can play us. No one does that to me. You get that? Not your bosses and not some purebred garbage.
Apologies for interrupting. I have to get to my ship. And you have an incoming call from your masters. Goodbye, Cypher.
Cypher 9, this is Watcher 2. I'm routing this call through a half-dozen city subsystems. We intercepted a set of terrorist transmissions reporting the destruction of a company called Verve Gen. I've sent agents to scour the company's systems for additional data. It seems the Nar Shaddaa cell has been neutralized.
I can confirm that the cell's been destroyed.
That's excellent, but there's something that concerns me. As I was monitoring, I noticed some unusual network activity. It's possible Shadowtown's security was breached. I'm worried about Watcher X. He'd take advantage of a fault like that.
I just talked to him. He's still locked up.
I must have made a mistake, then. That man puts me on edge. I'm sorry you had to work with him.
Learn to focus on your job, not your feelings.
Keeping a rogue watcher from running loose in the galaxy is part of my job. I won't trouble you further. I'm knee-deep in new data, and I'm sure you have business left on Nar Shaddaa. Contact me once you've returned to your ship. Watcher 2 out.
You cowardly piece of filth. I'm not going to forget this.
This is Cypher 9 to Watcher 2. Please respond.
Contact authorization denied. This is Imperial Automated Defense Corps Unit CR-97. By order of Darth Jared, Lord of the Dark Council, your ship is now in lockdown.
Cypher 9. The last time we spoke, I called you to Korriban. Did you misunderstand what a privilege that audience was?
It was a great honor. I only hope to live up to your expectations.
You failed so far. I haven't heard a word from you about Darth Jadis' assassination. But you deserve another chance. Now, my peers on the Dark Council acknowledge me, but they don't yet respect me, not like they did my father. To secure my position, I must have my father's secrets, the mysteries Darth Jadis never deigned to teach me.
My task will be to find these secrets.
Your task is to find one whom Jadis trusted. I was his only apprentice, but he favored Force-blind advisors over his own daughter. Of course, most of his advisors died with him on the Dominator, but not all. Fjord Yanol stayed behind. Fjord Yanol fled to Nar Shaddaa.
Was he afraid of something? And why Nar Shaddaa?
I expect that when Jadis died, Yanol knew no one could keep him safe anymore. And again, maybe Yanol conspired with Jadis' rivals. Maybe he was involved in my father's death. The end result is the same. My sources have found his hideout. You will catch him and bring him to me. Until then, we are finished.
You smell burnt flesh? That's my fingers. Gun overheated in the last fight. So, all that one-shot kill stuff you do, where'd you learn it?
The Empire puts operatives through extensive weapons training.
I bet they do. I learned to shoot with a friend of mine. First year out of Rat Attack, I was a mess. Me and Amspechel hooked up on a tramp freighter. She was running too. We stole a holdout blaster and shared it.
You said her name was Amspechel.
Twi'lek name. Think they say it easier. She had gang connections, so one time we were raiding the ship's cargo bay, planning to sell whatever we get. Turns out it was an exchange ship, syndicate stuff. We've just pried open the storage crates when we figure it out. We're dead meat, right?
With one holdout blaster, the odds weren't in your favor.
Best we can figure, I torch the place while Ampsby grabs a dockworker. Then we sit and wait for the exchange. Enforcers finally show. We blame the dockworker and say we came to stop him. Prove we're exchange material. They bought it.
What happened to the man you framed?
Oh, Ampsby shot him so he couldn't rat us out. She was fun. We ever run into her, we should get together. Time of the century. Agent, we need to talk. I just heard from headquarters. Keeper finally came through on a promise he made when I joined up.
I'm not sure why that's cause for complaint.
Turns out they took a little long. I asked you guys to find Anspecial, old friend of mine. I told you about her. We hooked up after I left Rat Attack. Last time I saw her, she saved my life and got me to Hutta. I owe her big. Now she's in trouble.
You said she saved your life?
On Ord Mantell. I messed up and she covered my tracks. She crossed some exchange buddies on Nar Shaddaa. Report didn't give details, but I can guess how it went down. I'm gonna head over, kill the exchange, and save the girl. You should come with.
You want my help? You've got it. Let's go.
Good choice. And so you know, we do this right, I've got a surprise plan for us. Think that's most of the gang. Hey, Anspy, get out here!
You're rescuing me? What am I, your princess?
If you were a princess, you might be worth something.
Shut up and toss me a gun. Who's your friend?
I stole Kaleo from Nemro, the Hutt. We've been together ever since.
Nemro, huh? How long were you with him?
Long enough.
You guys timed it good. By the way, they were gonna hang me to broil on a holosign. You got a way off-world?
Grab your stuff and meet us at the spaceport. I can get you a ride.
You have a plan to get her off Nar Shaddaa?
Not quite. Remember I said I had a surprise for you? There's a bounty on Anspecial. We saved her, we own her, now we're gonna sell her.
We came here to rescue her. You told me she saved your life.
She did. You want to know how? She stuffed me in a box and shipped me to Hutta. I spent 12 weeks in muck working for a chem farmer. She humiliated me. I owe her for that too.
I had doubts about this mission from the start. Now I find you've misled me.
You don't have to do anything. I'll handle it. And you get half the money. She'll be waiting in the hangar either way. Think about it. Hey, you made it all right.
Yeah. Ran into one of Zenjo's guys. Left him a scar, but he's still breathing, so a ride sounds good right now.
Give me 20 minutes, I'll set you up. Keep her company. I'll be back soon.
I really do appreciate the help, but... Can I ask you something?
This rescue isn't what it looks like. Kaleo plans to sell you to a bounty hunter.
Right. Of course she does. She's a freak.
You were expecting something like this?
She's a habitual liar. She tell you the sob story about leaving Rat Attack, meeting me, all that. None of it's true. We hooked up a year ago, and she'd been on her own forever. I gotta go. Don't believe anything she says.
So where is she? I've got a bounty hunter waiting.
I wasn't gonna let you sell her.
You let her go? That's not your call. Now she's out there and she thinks she's better than me. What were you thinking?
You bring me out here on a rescue mission, then you tell me we're selling a woman to bounty hunters.
Fine, Agent. Next time, I won't ask.
Get away! I've done nothing to you. I've touched nothing on this dust ball. No talk to no one.
I'm not here to hurt you.
The Dark Council hired you, didn't it? Or the Galactic Republic, the Macrosa Order, the Hutts. It doesn't matter. My master is dead. Darth Jadis is gone. I have no one left to betray.
I'm not asking you to betray anyone. Darth Jorid sent me.
Jorid? Ah! The idiot girl thinks she can equal her father, eh? You really don't understand. Lord Jadis must have made preparations for his death. He was power, and fire, and brilliance. The instant the Master died, I promise his contingency plans went into action. They'll bring doom to everything Lord Jadis ever touched, and I want no part of it.
Please, there are things you know, things no one else does.
In another time, another place, I might have done you a favor. I would have owned you. But not anymore. I won't be caught in the Master's schemes ever again.
Still alive, but he's not getting up soon. Now we have to drag him to the ship.
He's just a terrified old man.
Right. I'm sure he's a real sweetie. What with working for Jadis and all. So remember how I was going to sell Anspecial to a bounty hunter and you let her go? I hope it was worth it. Finally convinced the buyer we weren't trying to scam him. You and Anspe talk much when you were together? Swap stories about the old days? Gossip about me?
She said you were a habitual liar and that you'd only met in the past year.
Yeah, figures she'd say something like that. She's kinda crazy. Whole thing got me thinking, though. I've had a lot of partners over the years. Her, Nemro. Guy named Rawl used to hijack Republic supply ships. He had money, he had brass. How you think you measure up?
You're really comparing me to your former partners.
Don't be like that. Just figuring why, with all the nasty, smart, rich people I've been with, I ended up with you.
We all need a break from the high life sometimes.
I'm just joking, Agent. Joking. Get used to it.
This is Keeper to Cipher 9. I understand you're running an errand for Darth Jorid. It may not be my place to know a Dark Council member's business, so I won't ask what she wants. I only want to advise you to take care.
That's unusually thoughtful of you, Keeper.
These are unusual circumstances. Would that they were different. Jorid has relocated to Darth Jadis' old chambers on Drummond Cars. She awaits you there. Keeper out.